Hey there, handy friends. Tonight we're in my garden and I'm going to show you how I make this calendula tincture. So make sure you stick with me and I'm going to show you how it's done. Calendula tincture is packed with antioxidants. It is also very high in anti-inflammatory compounds. Calendula is also known to have antifungal and antimicrobial properties. Calendula is scientifically proven to help treat gingivitis in mouthwash. Scientific studies of herbs are uncommon, so this is a big deal. Calendula tincture is used to regulate menstrual cycles, purify liver, stomach ulcers, digestive disorders, canker sores, stimulates lymphatic system, reduces swelling, cleans toxins from the body, treats stomach cramps. This tincture can be used topically to treat wounds as well. Calendula is scientifically proven to increase the amount of collagen in wounds, which helps increase the speed of wound healing. I could go on and on about the benefits and uses for this tincture, but instead, let's get to making the recipe. I'm going around my garden collecting the calendula flower petals and adding them to this small jar. Then I take the small jar and I space the calendula petals out on the table and let the bugs crawl off of them in the sunlight. This is the best way that I've found to get the bugs out of the calendula. Calendula can be commonly full of many different kinds of bugs, as you saw earlier with the spider waiting to attack the little flies. So if you would like to wash your herb before you tincture it, that's fine, but you need to let the water dry off of it then, and I prefer not to do that method. If you have room in your garden and you don't yet grow calendula, I would suggest that you get some seeds because calendula is a self-seeding plant. That means that it will drop its own seeds and replant itself every year, so you will have an unlimited calendula supply. You're going to want to bruise your petals, so you can roll them in your fingers like this, or use pestle and mortar. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these petals in here, and then I'm gonna bruise up the petals really good, and so that way all the medicinal properties come out of the petals into the medicine that I'm making. If you don't have a pestle and mortar, you can chop your calendula flowers with a knife and cutting board. I prefer to use a pestle and mortar because it helps keep all my medicinal properties contained into the bowl. My goal here is to fill my jar about 2/3 of the way full with the calendula. Since I don't have quite enough calendula right at this moment, I have a few buds that are getting ready to open, and I will add that over the next few days. You always want to use 80 proof vodka or higher. I prefer Grey Goose because we are both gluten-free and it is a premium vodka. Vodka is the best alcohol for tincturing. And alcohol is the best way to extract medicinal properties from herbs for home use. So what I'm going to do is pour my pint of vodka in here, and then I am going to store this in a cool, dark place, and I'm going to open it and shake it twice a week for 4 weeks. You ultimately want to have your vodka about an inch above your herb. Now the herb is floating here, but it will sink and you can see the inch space in the bottom of the jar. As you can see, I'm using a plastic lid. The reason for this is because alcohol will corrode and rust your regular mason lid. If you don't have a plastic lid, you can use a square of wax paper with a mason jar ring. As I've explained in previous videos, I prefer to use muslin cloth as it strains a little bit better and keeps everything out that you don't want in your tinctures. If you don't have muslin on hand, feel free to use cheesecloth, as that is what is commonly used. It's been 4 weeks in a cool, dark place. My calendula has a really yellow hue to it. It's very beautiful and it smells wonderful. So now I'm straining out my tincture with my sieve and muslin cloth. This is going to take a little while. Don't be afraid to squeeze out your muslin cloth or cheesecloth, as that will help release some of the medicinal properties. However, if you squeeze it too tight, you will have a cloudiness that gets into your tincture. If you've made home tinctures before, be sure to comment below and tell me what herbs you've used or what your favorite herbal tincture is. Now let's get our tinctures bottled up. With the proper storage, tinctures can last from 5 to 7 years shelf life. Herbal healing does not have instant gratification and should not be compared to modern medicine, as it is a slower healing process in a more natural way. You want to make sure that you're comfortable taking herbal medicine, and sometimes in order to do that, you need to start by making your own. As you grow and add to your collection, you'll start to realize how important labeling is. Labeling tells you the date that you made your tincture. There's no way you're going to remember in 5 years. And it also helps you differentiate between what tincture is in what bottle. I hope in this video that I've showed you how easy it is to make your own home Calendula tincture. Please join me again. Don't forget, if you like this video, please give me that thumbs up. If you like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And stay handy, friends!